Hey everyone, welcome back to What's Cooking Tonight. We are doing a special variation of the smoked whole chicken today, which is we're going to add a brine to the chicken, make it nice and juicy, give it some good flavor. So I'm going to go ahead, I've already prepared a brine, you can see it in the back pot there, and I'm going to pour it into our bucket here with the chicken. Hopefully I don't make too big of a mess. Oh wow, that's going to end up being like perfect. Might add a little bit more water to that, but that is looking good. So we're going to let this sit for a few hours. I didn't get a chance to do it overnight, so we're just going to have to settle for like 4 hours in the brine, which should be good enough. And then I might do it spatchcock style this time. We'll see, where you cut out the chest bone, or the backbone, I mean. So we might do that, see if that makes a difference when we smoke it. We're going to smoke it on the Fornetto Basso as long as it fits. That's my plan at least. We'll probably do some cherry wood. So I'm going to get the smoker ready and we'll see out there in a little bit. Alright guys, we are about to get the smoker and the charcoal ready here. Just doing a quick overview of what we're doing today. So I'm going to try and do some of this B&B lump charcoal. I don't do lump charcoal a lot, but they say it's good when you're doing like a hot and fast cook. So I'm going to see how that works out. For our wood today, we're going to do some cherry chunks, which are over here on the right. And then I've got some apple chunks on the left there. So we're going to do a mix of that. Other than that, I've got the charcoal chimney over here set up with some lump charcoal. I'm going to fire that up in a second. And then over here, we got the smoker ready with some lump. We're just going to toss it all on top, get that fire going good and hot. So I'll go ahead and get all that going, and we'll cut back into the kitchen where we will spatchcock the chicken and get some spices on it. See you then. Alright, we're back in the kitchen. We're going to take this bird out of the brine here. I'm going to dry it off a little bit, and then we're going to cut that backbone, spatchcock it, and get it seasoned up. So let's go ahead and take this out without making too much of a mess here. Alright. Some paper towels, try and dry this off a bit. Yeah, definitely leaking out some water here. Alright, that's pretty good to get us started. Let's get that out of the way. So I've never spatchcocked a chicken before. We're going to try and use these kitchen shears and see how it goes. Yeah, it's working pretty good actually. Oh! I guess not good enough. Look at that. Damn, man, I like these scissors too. Well, I think I'm going to cut the video there so I can figure out how to finish this up. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. So, had to find another pair of shears. Note to self, you need some heavy duty shears to do this. So I got that backbone out. I'm gonna flip it over, try and like break the wishbone here so it lays more flat. Almost got it there. Yeah, there we go. All right, so this guy's looking good. I'm gonna dry him off a little bit more because there's still some water in here. And what we're gonna do after I get this dried off is we're gonna spray it with some olive oil. That's supposed to make it so the skin gets nice and crispy once you put it on the smoker. So we'll do that. And I'm gonna put some garlic salt, some Lowry's garlic salt. We got some Holy Gospel barbecue rub, and we'll just do some ground pepper. So let me go ahead and spray this guy. Probably not as important on this side, but I'm going to do it anyways. And let's season this up. Let's do the pepper next. Alright, and then our Holy Gospel rub. This is some good stuff. If you guys haven't had this Meat Church Holy Gospel, I would definitely recommend it. Go back to our garlic salt. Oh, what am I doing? Man, didn't even spray this side. All right, here we go. All right, next thing I'm gonna do here is I wanna try and get some rub underneath on these breasts. There we go, that one's open. Why can't I get this one? There we go. Spin this around, and I'm just gonna try and put a bit of this in, and some of the gospel. Rub that in there. All right, I think that's pretty much ready there. We'll tuck these wings under. They say tucking them in like this a little bit will prevent them from burning, so, or you know, cooking faster than the rest of it. So we'll try and mess with that before we get in the smoker. But there is our seasoned chicken, and we'll be out in the smoker in a minute here once it gets up to temp. See you then. All right, our lump charcoal is nice and hot. We're gonna bring it over to the smoker here and get this thing going. All right, that should be perfect. That should get the rest of it going real good here. I'll go ahead and add the wood chunks now too. So like I said earlier, doing a mix of cherry and apple. We'll grab the cherry first. Put one there. Let's put one, whoops, terrible camera work. There we go. Put another cherry over here, and I'll go get my apple. Get an apple over there, and we'll just put this guy in the edge, I guess, too. All right, so I'll go ahead and get the smoker assembled. We'll wait for this to get up to temp. We're gonna shoot for 325, 350, and then who knows, might take 2.5 hours or so, maybe a little more. So we'll cut the video back here once we get the chicken on the smoker. All right, guys, we're ready to put this chicken on. The smoker's at temp. It's just below 350. It's at 345 right now. So I'm gonna take the lid off. I'm gonna put the chicken on, and then I'm gonna get our thermometer probe and put it in the breast of one of the breasts on the chicken here. I didn't mention before, I did not fill up the water bowl today on this. They say the high dry heat is supposed to be the best when you're doing a chicken. So no moisture, you know, in the smoke here. So I just got the water bowl covered with foil, you know, just to catch the drippings here. I thought about not doing the water bowl at all and, you know, letting the drippings hit the coals, but I thought I wanted to dissipate some heat. I don't want it to be like over direct heat. So let's get this probe in here in the breast. Here we go, that feels good. We'll seal this guy up. And like I said, we'll check it in maybe 2 hours, hoping it'll take 2.5, 3 hours, something like that. But we'll see. We'll check in with you in a little bit. Alright guys, it's been about 2 hours, and I'm going to take a quick peek here and see how we're looking, to see how much longer we might need. The breast thermometer is reading at 155 right now, so I figured it's a good time to look at it. Here we go, let's do the reveal. Ooh, looking pretty good. Definitely got a good skin going here. Not quite as crisp as I would like. Maybe I'll try and get this thing up in temp a little more, finish it off. Alright, well, we'll let it go a little bit longer. Like I said, we still got some temperature we got to cover anyways, so we'll cut you back to the smoker here once this thing's at temp. Alright guys, the breast thermometer is reading at 163, so I'm going to take the lid off again, and we're going to see how everything probes out, you know, with my other temperature probe here. Alright, let's do it. Ooh. This is looking pretty good. Yeah, we got 164 there. And it's probably closer to the thigh, which is good though, because you want the thigh to be hotter. Ooh, I think this guy is ready. Get this probe in there. Yeah, he's ready for sure. Alright, we're going to take this off. We're going to let it rest for a little bit, and then we will cut it up. See you then. Alright guys, here is the finished product all cut up. This was the brined spatchcocked smoked chicken. We did it in the Fornetto Basso. It took about 2.5 hours. I had the temp between like 225, 250 like the whole time. So 2.5 hours that temp worked out pretty good. What else did I learn today? Oh, make sure you use heavy duty shears when you're cutting out the backbone of a chicken. That's tip number 1. Let's see, lesson number 2 or tip number 2. Oh, the lump charcoal worked really good actually. So that kept the temp really high. It burned, you know, pretty consistently. I only had to add a little bit right at the end. So lump charcoal worked good for that. I haven't had good success with it for longer cooks. But that's about it. I'll do a quick taste test here. Look at that piece. Looks amazing. So good. The brining the chicken makes it so much better. I feel like I should just brine it every time because it's so juicy and delicious, and adding that smoke flavor just makes it that much better. Alright guys, well that's all we got for today. Hope you enjoyed the brined smoked chicken on the Fornetto Basso. See you next time.